it's Kim, Angel Dream Crafts, and I'm here with a little project share of something I made recently. As many of you know, I live in Canada and we've had a very long winter, so I've been dying for spring and spring colors. So I decided to make something pretty and colorful and hope that spring gets here very, very soon. So I called this little doily journal Springtime in Paris, because then all the things are blooming and it's beautiful, and that's what I'm hoping for here. So let's get started. The doilies that I used are all from Craft Supplies for You. She has an amazing selection, best prices in town as well for the doilies. So that is the base of this little book. And I started off with this really pretty little image of this lady, and she's just the epitome of spring with all the little blossoms and beautiful shabby colors that she has around her. So I used her as the cover, and then I made a little banner here that says Springtime in Paris. And I surrounded her with some beautiful eyelet trim, and this is actually from my stash, this one. And this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous ribbon that I am so in love with is from Craft Supplies for You. And it is a beautiful netting, and it has sequin flowers underneath it in this very shabby and gorgeous color with little beads on top of it. It's so, so pretty. I absolutely adore this, and it makes the most beautiful bows. So I added that as a bow on the front, a little doily from my friend Lily, and then some bling, which will be in the Craft Supplies for You store very, very shortly. I added this little music note here that's hanging on a safety pin, which I believe is from Prima. I surrounded the image with this pretty trim from KS for You. The flowers are all made by myself. My friend Lily gave me this, and the doily I had in my stash, I believe, and this was also from Lily, this flower. So thank you for that, Lily. And I believe there's another trim under here too, which is from my stash. So that's the front page. And then this page, I absolutely adore this image. I love her. She's so pretty. And she's in this beautiful, soft springtime yellow. And she's holding some pink roses. So that's what I went with for this page, was soft pinks. And these appliques, I'm in love with. I have to have these in my stash all the time now. These are from Craft Supplies for You, and they're quite large, and they have the most beautiful rhinestones and pearls on them. They're just absolutely amazing. And I know she's got tons of these in her shop, so do go over and check these out, because if you love shabby chic, you're going to love these appliques. They're just gorgeous. I surrounded her with this cute little daisy trim that I had in my stash, and you can see more of the eyelet. And then I added this butterfly, which I had in my stash, which was from Shabalicious when it was open. And then I added some bridal trim and a little daisy with some flat back pearls on top of that, and then another one over there. And I stuffed all the images just to make them pop up a little bit too. I like doing that. And this little heart was from Shabalicious as well when it was open, and that was from my stash. So that's that one. And then this page I did, which is I called Blossoms and Blooms. And it's a beautiful rose in bloom, and just very simple page, really. I added some of this white trim from my stash. This little applique is from Craft Supplies for You. Again, another wonderful find over in Julie's store. This tiny little trim with the flowers, also from KS for You, and I just added some little blue, I guess they're like dewdrops on the top of those, and then the gimp trim is also from Craft Supplies for You. This trim as well is in the Craft Supplies for You store, and flat back pearl. Pretty simple, really. And then I added an eyelash bow with a little flat back bling from my trim, from my stash, sorry. I need more coffee. Okay, and then this one, of course, you can't have spring without birds. So I got this, all of the image actually I got from Pinterest. So just so you know, Pinterest is a wealth of photos and information there. So definitely go check it out if you're looking for spring images. This beautiful blue trim I've had in my stash forever, and I just absolutely adore it. It's so, so pretty. So I gathered that all around the image. Again, I stuffed the image. This GIMP trim, I don't remember where I got it, but I had it in my stash. Um, this flower and this flower I made. This flower came, I think somebody sent me that in a swap, I'm not sure. And then I added some rosette trim from my stash, and then these are flat back pearls, which all of the flat back pearls in this book are from Craft Supplies for You. She sells flat back pearls like the bling mesh. It's like a great big long yard of all these flat back pearls, and I just cut them. It's a really, really cool thing. Very economical way to get your flat back pearls, and they're just lovely. They work fantastic, so that's what I do for all my flat back pearls. Okay, so then this page, of course, you can't have springtime without some love and romance. So this page here is all about love and romance. And again, another image from Pinterest. This tiny little trim back here with the little circles is from Craft Supplies for You, as is the tulle trim. This trim as well from KS for You. The hearts are from my stash. And then I added a little resin Prima heart here with a little ribbon buckle slider and some tiny little doodads, and another one up here as well. And that sort of did that page, because this page is all about love. I just love that couple. They're so sweet. So that did that page. And then this page, of course, as everybody knows, springtime is about bunny rabbits and Easter, so I had to include a little bunny. And he's just so adorable. I just loved him. And he's holding some flowers and a little Easter egg. He's so sweet. So I used this trim from Craft Supplies for You, and it just reminds me of little bunny ears. It's a beautiful crochet trim, but I just love it, and it really does remind me of bunny ears. It's so sweet. And I went around it with more of the flat back pearls from Julie's store, and also I used some trim from her store here, this sort of braided trim here, and then this I had in my stash from Lily. It's like Angora, I believe, and it's just a fiber, and I just thought it went well with the bunny to give the image of fur. And then I used a little butterfly from my stash, bling, a little jute bow, and then some velvet ribbon down here with pearl bling. And that sort of finished off that page, and I just put the word springtime at the top there. But he's so cute. I love him. And then this page I made very shabby, and I just wanted to make a great big huge flower, so that's what I did. I layered on several trims. This one's from my stash. This is some vintage bridal trim I had, and then the doilies are from Julie's store. This lace I just sort of cut and, let me see here, there we go. I sort of cut and folded underneath there, and then another doily, and then a trim that I just wound around until I made this pretty flower. And then I added some more bridal trim down there, and then of course a seam binding bow with some little flowers from a trim from Julie's store. So that's that page, because I had to have a flower page. And then the back is so cute and adorable. I have some bunny appliques in my stash, so that's what I used here, and I love the color of them. They're really pretty, really soft. So I made that the star here, and I just went around it with some eyelet from my stash. This beaded trim here is from Julie's store, and I put a doily underneath that, and then some lace from my stash. Handmade flowers by me. I rolled this one with some eyelash trim and some vintage lace, and that's how I got that sort of fluffy. And then these are just rolled with some trim, these two. I just rolled them up. This is a flower from a doily, I believe, with a flat back on it. And then this is some vintage wedding trim that I had, and I just created a bow with it, and then I added more of that beautiful Angora fiber that Lily sent me a while back. So it's so pretty and soft. I just love it. So that is my back page. So that's my little springtime doily, and doily book, and I hope that it brings springtime faster. I just bound it with some seam binding and hung more seam binding and colorful fibers from my stash on the side there, just to sort of give some softness and you know, make it look like a little bunny fur or something. But I just wanted to be soft and very, very shabby. So that's what it is. And there's the cover again. So I hope that you like my little mini, and stay tuned for photos. Thanks everybody for watching. If you have any questions, please ask me down below. I'm happy to answer them. Talk to you guys soon, and I'll be back with another project share soon. Take care. Bye-bye.